films, society, life. Media is everywhere and affects us whether we're young or old. I'm Joe Whitby, and this is Societography. Films over the years have changed dramatically in terms of both sexual aspects and society matters. For example, the Evil Dead film was banned for 7 years between the year 1983 and 1990. This was mainly due to being deemed one of the first films to be a video nasty. It was criticised for being violent by the press and commentators on TV. The term video nasty refers to films criticised for their violent content by the press, commentators, the police, and trading standard authorities. Although Evil Dead was removed from the official video nasties list, the film's release was still postponed to the year 1990. So what film has affected you as a person and portrays a message to you?
Whiplash has been a really good film recently. It's about this drummer who pushes himself to be the best, and for me it's kind of a story about how much can you take before you break under pressure. And it kind of relates to the film Black Swan, because they're both trying to inspire you to do something and make something of yourself, but both have, these struggles that you hit when you reach a point where you're just trying to be the best, and you have other people being better than you, and it's tough. And that related to me because I do want the best for myself, and I do want to push myself, but there is a limit, and it does show it through the film.
Sophie, a student from Essex, will be talking about The Fault in Our Stars and how it affects her as a person. So, what film has inspired you and affected you as a person?
I would say Fault in Our Stars because it's very emotionally attaching to not just the characters but to the storyline as well, because it's based around a boy and a girl, and the girl has a condition, and it's said that she cannot live for very long. She meets a guy and he ends up with cancer, and instead of it being predicted as her dying, he dies instead and she attends his funeral. And I feel like that's very touching in a way, because it represents that no matter who you are, where you live, your conditions of living, you may not have long left to live. And I found that very touching, and for other people I feel like it's something that should be put across, because we should make the most of what we have.
Kane will be talking about A Clockwork Orange and how it portrays an important message.
I have to say Clockwork Orange. I really like the movie because it talks a lot about free will and mostly like the human condition. It tries to, like, even in the title of the name, which is also a book, it says like something like a orange has to be, something like an orange that's organic has to be something that's mechanical, and that's just something that can't really work. So, in the movie, you get Alex, who's the main character, who's a sociopath and psychopath who has a gang, and he goes around doing all these obscene things. And you can relate to that in a certain level, because when you see what he goes through, the conditioning and all the stuff, you can realize that he's a person with free will, and like, obviously you can relate to that as you're a person with free will. So his acts come from a very human place. They are evil, but in a sense where it's, to him it's not evil. He's not reveling in the fact that he's a bad person.
As you can see, people are affected by media and films, whether it's a small production or a worldwide one. filmmakers try and get the best reaction out of the audiences. I hope you enjoyed, and that is Societography.